This is IGN. Some good quality of life improvements and a money-hungry season pass. This is your IGN review of EA Sports FC 26 by Ricky Fretch. Over the last few decades, soccer, or football if you're not from the US like me, hasn't changed much. Sure, there are new rules, improved tactics, and so much more money involved in the modern game. But at its heart, it's still all about kicking a ball into a goal more than the other team. So how does a series like EA Sports FC improve each year when the sport it's emulating isn't introducing massive changes? For me, it's about quality of life updates, and FC 26 has those in spades. It's filled with small adjustments that make this one of the best versions of the beautiful game in the last several years, from stickier dribbling and crisper passing to smarter goalkeeper positioning. Unfortunately, the goodwill those changes garner have also been undercut by some of the most aggressive microtransactions EA has ever introduced. So while FC 26 is inching in the right direction, that progress is primarily kept to the pitch. A phenomenal example of this is the new gameplay presets. In the past, everyone was using the same gameplay style, whether diving into competitive games in Ultimate Team or trying to win the league against CPU opponents in Manager mode. This year, EA has split things between two different presets, competitive and authentic. With the competitive preset, you can expect the fast-paced action and smarter AI teammates that you might be used to from previous FC or FIFA games. Meanwhile, authentic will feel more realistic to what you see on the real-life pitch every weekend. Players are slower, and you need to use your tactical intelligence to get into scoring position. The most important part of this change is that these two options do not impact each other. That means EA can tune competitive mode however is needed without changing the balance of authentic mode, something they couldn't do in previous versions of FC. People come to FC 26's various modes for different reasons. Career mode players want a game that plays as close to real life as possible, while Ultimate Team and Clubs players want fair and balanced online competition. Those two ideals have sometimes worked against each other in the past, so giving us two totally separate gameplay styles is a great way to serve both communities. What's strange about the implementation is that the authentic preset is restricted to offline modes only. That means you can't even use it in your squad battles matches despite them being the only single-player content in Ultimate Team. It's something I hope is added in the future, as it feels odd not to include all of the single-player content by default, especially when it does exactly that with the new version of the Season Pass. Before diving into some of the other positive changes, let's go over that Season Pass, as it's one of the biggest points of contention for me. Last year, EA introduced a paid season pass into FC 25 toward the end of the cycle, so we knew this was coming, but seeing it drop on day one does sting. You can ignore it and stick with the free version of the pass, or even earn enough in-game currency to buy it without spending real-world money, but I would argue that this might be the worst version of a season pass we've seen in a sports game yet. The issue with FC 26's Season Pass is that you're not just earning rewards for Ultimate Team, where people are already unfortunately conditioned to spend money. You're also earning a ton of rewards for clubs, player career, and manager career. The latter is where things really get icky, because one of the big draws for FC 26 is that icons and heroes are finally available in manager mode. For the first time ever, you can take classic players like Luis Figo, Toni Kroos, and Julie Foudy and put them into your manager mode saves. It should be a revelation, but instead, EA made the strange decision to lock many of these players behind the Season Pass. Thankfully, the on-pitch gameplay might be better than it's ever been during the current console generation. Part of that is thanks to the split between authentic and competitive, but it's more than that alone, as FC 26 is just generally more responsive than ever. There are dozens of ways this manifests, but the thing you'll notice most is left stick dribbling. The ball feels sticky at your feet, letting you make micro adjustments as you dribble down the pitch. With the extra control, you're better able to set up passes and find lines to cut through the defense. EA Sports FC 26's on-pitch gameplay is the best it's been in a long time. Dribbling is sticky and responsive, passing is crisp, and goalkeepers can actually play their position. But despite the positive improvements both mid-match and across its various modes, an increased focus on monetization is more distracting than ever. Ultimate Team players have had it bad enough for years, but now not even the career mode players are safe from the Season Pass woes. If you can get past the microtransaction madness, there is a noticeably better soccer game here, and that is worth celebrating. But FC26 is also EA at its most money-hungry yet, and it's hard not to worry about where things will go from here. EA Sports FC26's IGN score? 7 out of 10. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest EA Sports FC26 updates, visit us at IGN.com.
Spoken Layer.